Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 19th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. But Capricorn, let's see what is going on for you here. Crazy, because Virgo also had the Seven of Wands as their center card. I don't think that's ever happened before, where I've had two people in 1 week have the same center card in their reading, or two different signs, I should say. But let's see what is going on for you here. And your overall energy for the week is the Tiger. The Tiger is like moon energy, it's feminine energy, and it can just represent kind of more working behind the scenes this week. For some of you, I definitely feel like you could be doing that, wrapping things up, probably finishing things here up as well. I get something official here. Some of you could be wrapping up like official business, whatever you want to call that. I do feel like could be involving anything. Could be an inheritance, taxes, anything official. I feel like you could be wrapping something like that up this week. I also feel like for others, I feel like saying time to strike as well, but it's like not right now. I feel like in like next week, something is coming in for you here. I feel like you could be noticing a lot of preparations, like weird message. I'm not going to lie, Capricorn, but I feel like you could be noticing things kind of like falling into place. I'm kind of surprised that serendipity card didn't pop out in your reading, because basically I feel like this is one of those readings where it's saying like right place, right time is what's popping into my head. You have this here and now card. Again, I feel like right place, right time for you here, but it's like you're getting prepared to be at the right place at the right time. I feel like for a lot of you, this is having to do with work. So maybe you're looking for a job, or maybe you're trying to find something work-wise or business-wise. And again, I feel like right place, right time. But I feel like you're preparing yourself to be in that right place, right time. I'm wondering if this is like one of those connect the dots readings, is what I would say to you. What does that mean? What it means is this could be like one of those weeks where next week you look back on this week and you're probably going to say to yourself, I understand why all that had to happen, because now I'm in a good place. So I don't know. I kind of like this for you, Capricorn. You have the Six of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Two of Wands showing up here. Again, I feel like for a lot of you, you could be experiencing a lot of kind of blockages with that Hierophant card is what's popping into my head. I feel like you could be like trying to just like one thing after another is what's popping into my head. I feel like I say this to you a lot as well, Capricorn, where it's like, just like maybe you feel like you're getting close to something and then there's like another speed bump and then like another speed bump. So I feel mostly speed bumps here. The good news is you have the Six of Wands here, which is a card of success and progress. So I feel like you're kind of like getting away from that 2 steps forward, one step back type of energy here. I feel like you're going to be, making maybe like 3 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm not going to like sugarcoat this and say things are going to be perfect for you, Capricorn. I still feel like there will be setbacks, but I feel like at least there's progress. Whereas again, maybe in the past, and I feel like it's like worse than that for Capricorn. I love Capricorn, so I have a lot of sympathy for you Capricorn people, for sure. I have a ton of Capricorn in my chart as well. But I feel like it's more, maybe you would make like 5 steps forward, and then it would be like 20 steps back. And then maybe you would occasionally make like 2 steps forward, and it would actually be 2 steps forward. So just get like a lot of back and forth progress here. And I feel like you're finally going to be making progress. The other thing I like about this here and now card for you is I feel like it's like saying that maybe things aren't like mind-blowingly amazing for you here in this first row, and maybe things aren't mind-blowingly amazing in general, but I feel like at least maybe you're in a place where it's like things are stable. Things are going to be as they are. It's like maybe there isn't any forward movement at this current time, but at least there isn't any backwards movement either with this card. So I feel for a lot of you, maybe things aren't perfect, but maybe things are kind of feeling a little bit more stable with this energy. I feel like you're getting ready to open up to love as well. You have this B energy here. This B energy is about community and teamwork. Yeah, you have this Hangman card, so probably not wanting to open up to teamwork. So I feel like teamwork makes the dream work for you, Capricorn, and I feel like you need to open up to teamwork with this energy. I think it could be very beneficial for you, of course, to open up to teamwork, or to be working on a team or working with people. So I do feel like this is asking you to open up a little bit. For others, I'm like noticing like a lot of enlightenment, kind of, especially with the Hangman. It's a card of like putting yourself in Hangman mode so you can gain enlightenment. And then you have this Temperance card as well. And on this Temperance card, this angel's head is glowing here. So I feel like a lot of enlightenment energy for you here. You have the Temperance card, the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Devil kind of wanted to come out together here for you, Capricorn. So number one, I feel like you are showing up in a very strong position. So I like to see that. Definitely could be you kind of stepping into your element here. I feel like some of you need to open up to love. So if you want love, I would, open up to it with this energy here. Especially with that Seven of Wands, because the Seven of Wands can be like a little bit of a stuck energy. I feel like you're going to have to be patient. For others, I really feel like you need to control your emotions with this middle row. Especially you go from the Seven of Wands to this Nine of Swords here. So I feel like you do need to keep it positive for sure at this time. Seven of Wands can be, this could be like being too stuck in negative beliefs and being too stuck. And I'm not saying that that you shouldn't be. I'm not saying that things are perfect and, all sunshines and rainbows and unicorns and that you should just be thinking positively. Trust me, I know depending on what your circumstances are, that can be very difficult to do. But the Magician, has shown up for like everybody this week, which is crazy. And the Magician really says we create our own reality. So I think you need to keep it positive here, especially with these cards for sure. For others, I do feel like you could be going through like a divorce here or separation. Again, that could be affecting you. In your last row here, you have the Witch, which says the earthy weaver of worlds. So again, kind of like the Magician. I feel like you are creating your own reality at this time. You have the Magician, Nine of Swords, and you have the Six of Swords here as well. So I feel like you're moving on to calmer shores. I feel like things are still choppy. I always say Six of Swords, good card, says you're moving on to calmer shores, but they are still in choppy waters here. So I do feel for some of you, again, things are definitely not perfect at this time, but I do feel like things are going to be improving. I'm actually going to pull an extra row for you right away. Just because I want to get some future details for you here, Capricorn. So in the future, you have the Time to Go card. You're moving on from this energy here. This person on this Time to Go card, it's like they're in between worlds, It's like there's a doorway way down here on this card if it wants to show up on this camera. And, it's kind of like she's in purgatory. And I almost feel like for some of you Capricorn people, maybe you have felt like you have been in purgatory for a long time. Ace of Wands, passion, new beginning. And the Seven of Swords, letting go of the fears is what I feel for you. And the Nine of Cups, moving towards a wish. So I really feel like you're heading towards like a major new beginning. Probably not this week, like I said, or like I've been saying. I feel like you are, there's a lot of preparation going on in the background here. I feel like the Seven of Swords is saying things cannot be perfect and there is no way to avoid certain challenges. And I feel like you need to realize that. Like the Seven of Swords, he's stealing all these swords from this army that's back here. And, he could be stealing, we could say that he is stealing those swords so that they can't be used against him the next day in battle. And that's part of what the Seven of Swords represents. But at the same time, it's like he's still leaving two swords behind. He can't carry all those swords. And it kind of just, what it's saying to me is it's saying that you can't, things will never be perfect, that you can't avoid certain challenges. Challenges will always exist. But I feel like you need to have a new beginning in the first place. You know what this reminds me of here, Capricorn, is it reminds me of people where it's like you start a bit, or you think about starting a business and, people will say to you, like all the reasons as to why you shouldn't start a business. Seven of Swords, right? It's like all these people trying to protect you, trying to say, oh, it's risky and all this other stuff. But you know what? It's not like it's that big of a risk. There are people who are successful in business. I feel like this is you, the Ace of Wands, seeing that something's possible. It's like with the Magician card here. And so it's like you see that something's possible no matter what people say. There's no way to completely remove risk is what this Seven of Swords is saying. Same thing in love. Maybe you're going through a divorce, or I got a million things here, like divorce, just challenges, dealing with liars, cheaters, stealers. Here, Seven of Swords, Magician, in love, in the past, dealing with toxic energy as well. It's like there's no way that you can guard against all these things, right? There's no way you can prevent these things from happening 100%. But it's like, are you going to allow that to control you? Are you going to allow that to prevent you from having some sort of passion, new beginning? I don't know. Let's find out. And let's see what is going to happen for you here, Capricorn. Between the Six of Wands here and the Temperance card, you have the Jack of Hearts, new love. So I do feel like there could be new love coming in for you here. Jack of Hearts is just called the heart, and I feel like you're going to have to be patient, but definitely a new love coming in for you. Between the Hierophant and the Seven of Wands, you have the Seven of Hearts here. The Hierophant is kind of like old beliefs. It's like things that you just believe just because you always have. To me, this is Neptune and Pisces. I feel like there could be some fears in this middle row here to letting go of old beliefs or letting go of things that you believe for a very long period of time. You know, again, I think they call this like killing sacred cows. It's where, you know, some sort of belief that you've had for a very long time is being challenged. And these could be any beliefs, right? But I feel like you are realizing that your beliefs do shape your reality with these two cards here. And it's like maybe you're willing to kind of try to see things from a different point of view this week. And this could be anything. Maybe you have a belief that everybody in love cheats, right? Maybe you're saying, you know what, but I'm willing to challenge that belief this week. Maybe you believe that, you know, all people are players, right? I feel like you're willing to say, you know what, but maybe there's someone new who could challenge this belief. I feel like you're willing to have beliefs challenged, which I like that. Between the Two Wands and the Ace of Cups and the Devil, you have the Ace of Spades, existing problems being resolved. Again, I feel like this week really boils down to beliefs. Again, we're kind of getting to the peak of Neptune and Pisces. It's like moving past, you know, it's kind of like getting past that official midway point, right? And, you know, well, it is, but, you know, kind of like more. And I feel like this could be existing problems being resolved, especially when it comes to beliefs. With the Temperance card and the Magician, you have the Eight of Clubs here. Definitely a challenge. Eight of Clubs is called the Mountain. And it kind of represents, you know, the road less traveled, doing something you've never done before, or confusion. What I feel here is it's like the Temperance card is a card of alchemy, turning one thing into another. And the Magician, again, using your powers of manifestation to have what you want. I feel like when we start this journey, where we start manifesting our reality, we start to question it. We're like, you know, how can my thoughts become things and all this other stuff? I feel like that's just the questions. Between the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords, you have the Seven of Diamonds. This card is called the Birds. A lot of sevens here, and Virgo had a bunch of sevens as well. So again, if you're dealing with a Virgo, I would definitely watch the Virgo reading. Or if you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, I would definitely watch the Virgo reading. But I feel like there are a lot of questions running around in your head with that Seven of Diamonds, and it could have to do with fears. I feel like you need to trust your intuition. Between the Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords, Five of Diamonds. Five of Diamonds is my just do it card, and to me it just says just do it. Anything you're thinking about doing, just do it, and you will be very successful. Could be like starting a new job, starting a new business, whatever. There's some sort of new beginning coming in here. Between the Magician and the Ace of Wands, you have the Boat. This is like a ship on the ocean, or it's called a ship, like a boat on the ocean. And it just represents moving from one thing to another. So definitely you are leaving something and starting something new. Time to go. I mean, this is a pretty straightforward reading. I feel like really this reading is just saying you're leaving behind an old way of doing things here, moving on to a new way. Still some fears, but I feel like you're going to do it anyway. Between the Nine of Swords here and the Seven of Swords, you have the King of Hearts. Like I said, I feel like someone comes in love in the future. Probably not this week is what I'd say to you, Capricorn. I feel like this person challenges a belief or, you know, maybe something that's more internal, something you hold on to in relationships. It's like I said, maybe you feel like all guys or girls or whatever you date are players. And I feel like this person challenges that belief. It's like, man, what the hell does that mean? What I feel is that maybe this person has some behaviors that remind you of a past person that was a player, that was a cheater, or whatever. But I feel like this person isn't. I feel like this is like someone who is coming in to challenge these beliefs. I feel weird about this. Like, part of me feels that maybe most of you will not be with this person forever. Like, this could be a stepping stone soulmate, someone who's here to teach you a lesson. But I feel like it's a good lesson, not a, you know, this is not going to be difficult. This is not going to be hard. I feel like this is going to be good for you. For others, I do feel like you will probably be with this person for a long time or forever. And, you know, again, I feel like they just challenge those kind of beliefs that you've had with that Seven of Swords. Between the Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups, you have the Two of Spades. So again, I feel like some of you are just kind of like letting go of something here. Obviously, probably a long-held belief. And your top row outcome, Six of Clubs. Six of Clubs is called a cross, and it represents having a cross to bear. It can represent burdens or some difficulties and challenges, but it is a card of success. So I do feel like there is a lot of success coming in for you. Middle row here, you have the Queen of Spades. This is called the bouquet. Again, I do feel like someone is coming in with an offer. Someone is coming in wanting to bring gifts or whatever. It's called the bouquet, like a bouquet of flowers. So I do feel like this is love coming in for you here. Again, I would let go of your fears with that card there. And finally, you have the Three of Diamonds. Three of Diamonds in this deck is called Lightning. They say that it can represent some sort of surprise. Three of Diamonds to me says be careful of your paperwork as well. To me, it is a card that shows up a lot during retrogrades. And this is the maybe Lenormand, but in the playing card reading system, Three of Diamonds just says that you need to be very careful of your paperwork. So I'd be careful of any important paperwork that you're signing this week. This is a pretty interesting reading. Again, I feel like this reading is just a challenge to some sort of belief that you have here. And it's like you're taking a risk this week. So I feel like the risk that you're taking is the fact that maybe you're having a new beginning in love or in business or work, and it's like you're realizing that you can't protect yourself 100% from all the risks involved, but it's like you need to do it anyway. So weird, but I like it. So this looks good. Major growth as well coming in for you because of this. So anyway, two aces. I love two aces. Two aces says you're on the right path. It also is a yes to any question that you have, but this looks good. So thank you for watching, Capricorn, and definitely enjoy your week.